Hey guys, Chris here from Carolot Farm. It is a super cold December morning. It's around the middle of December and we just had another super cold night. It was like down around 14 or so, maybe 13. And so although the sun is shining, it's still incredibly cold out here. I've got everyone eating. I came out super early to give hay, but there's something I want to show you and briefly speak about today. I can't talk long because it's so cold, but I think it's really important. So let's get to it. Today, I want to talk to you about the importance of checking on your water troughs in really cold, freezing temperatures. So I came out early this morning. It was 7:15, just as soon as the sun popped up. I gave everyone hay because it was so cold last night. You know, the mares, Sweetheart and Snuggles, they had a flake here in the back that I split into 2 piles. I gave the boys and lady hay up in their stalls. And I thought really that was all I needed to do this morning. Just yesterday, I took time and I scrubbed out a red tub and I got it all filled here in my backfield with a brand new red de-icer because I thought, great, now I have de-icers in both of my paddocks, we should be good to go. So as I was preparing to leave the barnyard early this morning, I just wanted to do one final check and let me show you. Apparently my brand new de-icer is malfunctioning. Oh my goodness, guys. This is really a big deal. You know, if I had not checked on this, I would have just assumed everything was working great. The other one over by my entry gate, which I did see because I walked right past it, it was working well, no ice. But I'm so glad I came to check on my new one because it had completely iced over. It was solid as can be. I had to take my old-fashioned board and chop this morning. And so now that everyone's eating, I need to go and get some hot water to try to remedy this. I've just come down with 2 buckets of really hot water. I even filled the kettle, so one of them has been topped off with some boiling water. I'm gonna add this to my frozen trough here, which is really unfortunate because that's what needs to be done. So I have my water in position right here on the outside of the fence where I can pull it underneath. And as you can see, my little helper has come over to do some inspecting. I want to make sure my buckets are far enough outside though so that she cannot nuzzle them and knock them over. That would be very unfortunate. You might think I'm silly. I'm always talking about these young horses, always trying to get into things and knock things over, but they are a bit of a handful, I'm not gonna lie. I only speak from personal experience. I have had these little guys knock over a totally full bucket of piping warm water that I've just carried down. And so I don't want to have that mistake twice. So I'm going to be extra special careful. And that is why my water is outside of the field. Snuggles is hanging out here. And even though I broke this ice a few minutes ago when I was out here last, it's frozen over again. No sooner had I put the water in the tub than Snuggles did come over. She had a drink. Unfortunately, I wasn't filming, but I promise, take my word, she absolutely got a drink. But now I'm going to pull these big chunks of ice out, and hopefully that will keep it from refreezing quite as fast. Just finished pulling all of those chunks of ice out, so the water is in good shape now. My hand is really cold, so I can't talk long. But why it's really important to make sure your horses have water in winter is this. As our horses are eating hay, their bodies need water to digest it, to help move everything along. And the hay is naturally kind of extracting moisture out of their digestive systems. And so if they don't have water to drink, your horse is more likely to end up with colic, which could be very detrimental. And so in the winter, especially, we have to make sure that our horses have plenty of drinking water to kind of help go along with all that extra hay and forage that they're eating. Don't ever forget or underestimate the importance of checking on your water troughs. Even when you think everything is working properly and you feel almost certain that everything is good to go, always go back, do your due diligence, double check everything, make sure it's in good working order, because you could get a surprise like I did. And we wouldn't want our horses to be without water because that could be a really big issue for them. So to keep your horses safe, make sure you double check those troughs. I just turned Sweetheart out and she immediately came over to the tub. So I know these girls were thirsty. I so hate that for them. We tried really hard to get everything in good working order. Here you can see Somebody has pulled over a bucket that was just on the other side. Luckily, it was an empty bucket. Rocky said, I really want to try to drink out of that tub though, but the angle is just too hard. I was just stepping away and I am seeing that Rocky is continuously trying to drink out of this red tub. So I'm gonna scoop him some out in a bucket, offer it to him, and I might even go and get him a bucket of warm water from the house, just knowing that in past years, he was a little reluctant to drink the cold water. And the last thing I want, again, is for anyone to not be drinking enough. So let's see what this little guy wants. This is the water that I just scooped out of the red tub, and he is guzzling it down. I don't know why he's not drinking out of his tub. I'll get him some more if he drains it. Yeah, I mean, there's maybe a half an inch of water down the bottom there. I mean, he was telling me that he needed something, wanted something. He was kind of a bit of a pest, you know. It's like I couldn't shake him as I was trying to get out of the barnyard. But he kept coming over here and he kept wanting to drink out of the red tub that I had just poured the hot water into. This is still cool water. It's, I just touched it. It's still cool, but it's not ice cold. I'll compare it to the water in his tub because it might be, you can see his little ears going. It might be that this water with that warm I added is still a few degrees warmer. But his water has not been frozen, but I have known little Rocky here to be a bit particular about drinking cold water in the past. In just feeling the second tub, this water is noticeably warmer. It's not hot, but it's warmer, so I don't know why he wouldn't want to drink that. I know Shenanigans is drinking though because I don't know if I can get them here. He's gonna give you a little demo maybe, but he has these icicles hanging from what I call his billy goat hairs right there at the back of his lower lip. So I know he's been dunking his head in and drinking, but it really is so important that our horses drink. Thank you so much for joining me today on this super chilly morning here at the farm. We've got those water troughs in good working order, and unfortunately that one de-icer that was not working, we have since reordered. It's on its way, and we'll continue to check on that one trough and add hot water as needed. So check back soon. Stay warm, stay dry, stay safe, and we hope to see you in the future. Bye guys.